welcome to the Sports Box, where the only opinion that matters is right here. I am Mike Galetta, a.k.a. Hamilton Mike, along with my partner Brian, the Ranger Retard, bringing you another solid special. You're just going to love winners of the week for Week 5. You know what? We got to talk about this Ranger name, because now that we're going to go in the NHL hockey season, it's going to be a little rough.
Hockey's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Look at it.
You might see me get green every week, folks. But anyway, let's get back to our picks. First game up, Thursday night game, Cardinals, 49ers.
I really can't pick San Francisco to win a game, right?
Well, you could, but it'd be a bad pick.
Listen, normally it'd be overwhelmingly the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to say they win a close one here because I don't know who's playing quarterback. I think it's Drew Stanton.
It is Drew Stanton.
I think the Cardinals' defense is going to have to win in this game. I think they probably do win in this game. Wouldn't actually shock me if the Cardinals' defense outscored the 49ers' offense. Just saying. I'll take Arizona in the game.
This game's shit. I'm going
to
take the Cardinals, though, so let's move on.
Got to make a pick, right?
Oh, God, that's terrible. First game up, Patriots at the Browns. I think it's a no-brainer. And like we said before, the hornet's nest that is Tom Brady is back in the league. Poor Cleveland are going to get smoked. Not even a question.
This is not a tough game for you?
Not even a question.
You don't think it could go?
No. I think I'd lay 20 in this game, and I think I'd be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike Henshaw, but I think, it's a bad game.
So, there's not a lot of analysis that needs to be done here.
No.
Tom Brady's back. New England wins.
They
win without him.
I think you do too much now, so that's fine.
It's an interesting survivor pick, too, if you're in a survivor.
Yeah, the Eagles-Lions, believe it or not, this game could go either way. This isn't really a trap game for the Eagles. They do play a division foe next week in the They play a division foe in the Washington Redskins next week. I don't think this is a trap game. I think the Lions have a chance, but let's face it, the Lions aren't good. I think the Eagles win this game. I think it's a close one. I think the Eagles win.
I think it's close as well, and I think the difference is going to be the Lions have some injuries. I know Eric Ebron's not playing.
Yeah.
I think DeAndre Levy's not playing.
hurt too.
Again, the Eagles are off to this 3-0 start, and everybody around here is getting all excited, which is fine. It is what it is. I think the Eagles do win this game. I think it's a close game. We'll see where they go from there. But I think the Eagles.
No Megatron is no problem for the Eagles. Bears at the Colts. Again, I think it's another back-and-forth game, and Andrew Luck hasn't been playing that well this year. I think he will pick it up at some point, but I think the Bears win in a close one, as bad as the Bears are. I don't think the Colts are that much better. I think the Bears win a close one.
I'll take the home team. I'll take Indy to win the game. The Colts have not played well. That's no secret.
No.
But I think they're coming home from London in a game that they almost came back to win. Tough game, tough loss. I don't like the Bears at all right now.
Just say Howard. He's playing good.
I do like Howard.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Colts though.
Tennessee Titans at the Miami Dolphins, and you know what? Another close game. A lot of back and forth game this week. I think I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins. I think George Carlin would be proud of me. The Titans, yeah, they've played okay on offense, but you know what? Mariota's not getting it done for him at the end of the game when this is what he's supposed to do. 17-10 game the other game, he couldn't bring them back to score a touchdown. I just think Miami, more experienced. Tannehill will finally have a good game at home. Let's say the Dolphins.
If the Dolphins don't start winning games pretty soon, it is going to be game over for them.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a game they just have. It's not a must-win, but it's kind of a must-win. Okay, you're playing the Tennessee Titans. I'll take the Dolphins to win this game. Again, as I mentioned in our fantasy segment, not a lot of threats outside for those Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Again, if you can stop Murray, you can stop the Titans. I think the Dolphins will. Dolphins win the game at home.
Washington playing Baltimore, in-state rival, and this is going to be a battle down there. I think the Ravens pull it out. As you saw in my special with Start and Sit, I do like Joe Flacco this week. I like Steve Smith this week. I think the Ravens are finally starting to get it together. Their defense is playing well. I think the Ravens have a good game, beat the Skins.
I think the Ravens, now that I think they have a set-up running back. I think it's Terrence West. I know that they recently cut Justin Forsett. I like the Ravens here as well. Again, not that I'm against the Redskins this year, but could the Redskins look forward to next week a little bit?
A little bit.
I think the Ravens win this game. It's probably a closer game than people give it credit for. I think the Ravens are just a better team.
Yeah. Texans on the road at Minnesota, and like they always say, to go against the team to win, you got to beat the team to win. And the Vikings got to prove that they got to lose before I go against them. I'm taking the Vikings easily in this game. I mean, Texans, they lost J.J. Watt. Brock Osweiler does look like he's coming on a little bit, but this defense is just flat out nasty. I don't see the Texans doing that much at all. I'm taking the Vikings.
Houston's been struggling. Houston scored no points against the Patriots defense. They got shut out by a third-string quarterback.
They did.
Might have mentioned that once or twice.
They did.
Gotta like the Vikings here. As I mentioned, I think Jerick McKinnon has a nice game. I think Bradford does okay. Texans D without Watt is a whole completely different thing. It's not anywhere where it was. take the Vikings in this game.
I think we have to reach out to a speech therapist because we're struggling a little bit with wording tonight. I don't know what, maybe I am, but that's fine. It's just why you watch the sports box to watch me trip. That's fine. I'm going to the Jets at the Steelers, and here's a Jets team that's been struggling of late. I mean, Fitzpatrick's looked terrible. He's thrown almost 9 interceptions in 2 games now, and that's brutal. And here's a Steelers team that bounced back off a horrible loss to the Eagles. Came back strong against a Chiefs team that, I'm not going to say it's a Super Bowl contender, but they're a good team. Mm-hmm. I think the Steelers at home get it done. I just don't think the Jets have enough firepower for the Steelers. They'll beat you any which way, and Le'Veon Bell, second game out of shoot's got to get rolling again. So.
Well, missing Decker is going to hurt.
Yeah.
I think it hurts more than people give it credit for, even though you still have Brandon Marshall.
And Forte's banged up a little bit with the ribs.
Yeah, I think you might see a little more Bilal Powell in this game, too. Again, the Steelers beat the Chiefs pretty badly last week. Yep. I think the Chiefs are better than the Jets defensively, so I'm going to take the Steelers to win this game. Just like I said, Le'Veon Bell changes this dynamic a lot, and that's not a shot against D'Angelo Williams, who played magnificently in his absence. He's still not Le'Veon Bell.
This is why they got him.
It is. I think the Steelers in this game, and Jet Nation, gangrene, might make you feel green.
I mean, that Chiefs game is over at halftime, so that just shows you the power of the Steelers.
First quarter, even.
Yeah, exactly. Atlanta on the road at Denver, and again, here's another defense that you don't want to run into. The Bucs felt it last week running into Denver. Now they're home. Atlanta has been playing well. Matt Ryan has put up a lot of numbers this year, but I see this game as a back-and-forth game. I don't see a lot of scoring in this game. Maybe some field goals, but you got to go with Denver. I think Denver at home, even if they have Seaman at quarterback, even if they have Pax Lynch, who didn't play bad last week, I think they get it done on defense. Broncos.
A little old school Super Bowl matchup here.
A little different though. I'm still thinking
no
of
more
Broncos.
dirty birds here. Yeah, Broncos for sure here. The Falcons have never been a great outdoors team. They're walking. You talk about a hornet's nest. Walking into Denver. It might be Paxton Lynch's first start. I'm not sure if Simeon's playing or not. I think it's going to be Lynch, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think the Broncos can win this game defensively. I like the Broncos in this game.
Bengals on the road in Dallas, and I don't think you're going to like my pick at all, but I am taking the Bengals in this game. I think the Bengals get on track. If you look at the Bengals' first 3 to 4 games they've had a tough schedule. I mean, they've had teams roll in there with some solid defenses. Andy Dalton struggling, has still found A.J. Green. And you look at the Dallas defense, I don't know who's covering A.J. Green. I think he gets open. I think Bengals win. Not going to be a blowout, but I think it's going to be a close game. I think Bengals win.
What if I agree with you?
Wow. Whoa. We may have to get another affiliate in Dallas.
Since I think Cincinnati wins this game, again, Prescott's played. He's played well in the eyes of most. I'm still a little hesitant to crown the guy. Doesn't throw a lot of deep balls. Maybe that's the game plan, but I completely agree with you. The Cowboys are not going to be able to cover A.J. Green, and that's going to be an open pass the entire game, and you can expect Andy Dalton to find it. I think the Bengals win this game, and honestly, it might not be a close game.
The Buffalo Bills on the road at the new L.A. Rams. Got to take the Rams. Rams are 3-1. Rams are playing well. Defense is playing solid right now. Never thought the Bucs would get beat by Case Keenum a couple weeks ago, but you know what? Say what you want about the Rams. They're getting it done. They're getting it done on defense. I think Rex Ryan's on the block. I think he's got to produce, and he's not producing with this team. McCoy's having a good year, but the rest of the Buffalo Bills aren't doing that much. I think the Rams keep them in check.
If you can win in New England, you can win in Los Angeles. So I'm going to take Buffalo here. I think Buffalo needs the game more to save whatever is in their season, whatever's going on there. The Rams won a game last week. I don't think anybody thought they were going to win against the Cardinals. I think they may have a bit of a letdown after that. It's a non-conference game. They don't really play the Bills. I think the Bills will win this game. I don't think it's going to be too much of a... It's going to be pretty close. I do like the Bills that win the
East to West. It's going to be tough. San Diego on the road in Oakland to play those Raiders. I'm going to take the Oakland Raiders. I think the Chargers have been playing well. Although they are on the road, they don't do that well on the road. Actually, Rivers has a better record at home than he does on the road. But I just think the Raiders are put together better. They're going to have DeAndre Washington, who we said in the start and sit's going to have a great game. San Diego's defense doesn't impress me at all. I think the Raiders can definitely make some noise. I'm taking the Raiders.
They are so beat up. The Chargers, both sides of the ball, are just so beat up. It's actually kind of funny. These two teams might share a stadium next year. Or 2 years from now, whenever they...
Although Melvin Gordon's playing well, Rivers had a good year, they still, like you said, they're beat up. They're beat up.
Love the Raiders here. Love Derek Carr here. Love Crabtree. Love Cooper. Love everybody. I think the Raiders do very, very well. I think the Chargers put up some points here. I like Hunter Henry, but I think the Raiders win this game at home.
New York Giants on the road for the Sunday night game against those Green Bay Packers, and I think I'm taking the Packers. I think Eli Manning... you know, when he's bad, he's hideous. And when he's good, he's good. He has been more hideous than good this year. He had a good stretch at the beginning of the year. He didn't play that bad. I think now he goes into a little bit of a slump. The Packers playing at home. That's what they need, some home cooking right now. Folks, you got to remember, Rodgers is back. Rodgers has Jordy Nelson back. He's got everybody back in the fray. Once they get rolling again, I think it's a no-brainer. You got to take the Packers.
Who did the Giants piss off in the scheduling department of the NFL?
They
had at Minnesota last week. They're going to Green Bay this week. I mean, geez,
no breaks there.
Not at all. Not at all. I think the Giants will score points here. Green Bay's defense is not very good. Having said that, I'm not going to pick against Green Bay at Lambeau Field. Green Bay wins the game. Giants take a 2-0 start, and all of a sudden they're 2-3. That's rough.
Amazing.
That's rough.
And folks, the Monday night game. That's right. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers invade Carolina to play the Panthers. And I'm going to preface it by saying, yes, I am going to take the Bucs in this game, but I only said this with Brian before the show. Cam Newton more than likely will not play in this game. The Panthers are beat up a little bit. You know, they're struggling on defense. Whether you want to admit it or not, Josh Norman leaving that team has actually hurt them. He's not the man to keep that team together. And they've been struggling. They've been a lot of passes. Jameis Winston hasn't been playing well. I'll admit that. But you know what? Charles Sims has been running the ball well. Cameron Brate at tight end has been getting more catches. Mike Evans still playing well. Buccaneers in a close one. I think a very close game. I think the Bucs can sneak it out. Okay. Oh, God. Go ahead.
So if Cam Newton plays, Carolina wins. If Cam Newton doesn't play, Carolina wins. So it's just, they're at home. Okay. I'm not a big Panther fan. I'm not a big fan of their roster. However, coming off the game they had last week, I have to assume that defense is not happy. And as you said in the start of this segment, if you're telling me you're going to sit Jameis Winston, then I don't know how they're going to win this game.
I think they can win the game.
Because he's going to make or break him in this game. Yeah. I'm going to say that he's not there yet. I think Carolina wins. I do agree that it's close. But I just think Carolina wins the game.
Is it going to be? Yeah, I did say Jameis Winston can sit, but I mean, it doesn't mean that Jameis Winston is going to have an absolutely hideous game. He may throw one touchdown. I think it's going to be a ground attack. You got to remember too, the Hurricane. We're filming the show on Thursday.
True. Yeah.
The Hurricane is going to be there on Friday or Saturday. Going to wet that stadium down. That field, I don't care how much they work on it, it's still going to be soaked. So it's still going to be a running attack. It's going to be tough to throw the ball. I just think it's going to be a ground attack. I think the Bucs could sneak this one out.
Maybe an ugly game though. If the weather makes it that way.
More than likely. The Bucs have been playing bad this year, but that's okay.
Division games, you never know.
Exactly. Well, that's our picks for the week. I hope you enjoyed them. Hope you like them. I'm sure we'll have some winners, some losers for you, but, you know, hey, we're doing what we can for you. So just keep an eye out. We got some good stuff coming.
And if you like shows just like this, make sure you're following us on Twitter at SportsBox Show because they get posted there as soon as they're good to go. Make sure that you're liking us on Facebook where we post all the links. And, of course, if you just want to go straight to YouTube from your iPhone, your Android, from your whatever, hey, subscribe to us on YouTube. You can get us right there as well.
And if you're not subscribing, you need to go back to school and get some education because you got to subscribe to the Sports Box. Because remember, at the Sports Box, the only opinion that matters.
It's right here.
It's only right here. Even if I picked the Bucs, still right here. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Don't forget to subscribe.